I got a message recently that I would like to go over because it hit me on a personal level, and I wanted to chat about it. Okay, so for the past weekish, I've been really sad. It started out just like a bad day, but it very quickly escalated into something that I've never experienced before. So I was all like, hey, help me please, to my friends, and a couple of them said they would, but they didn't. And others just said, be happy, or hugged me, and that isn't really helping. Another thing too, I feel a little bit like I'm almost not allowed to be sad just because what I'm going through is not like what my other depressed and suicidal friends are going through. Alright, okay, let's do it. Every single person on this planet is gonna go through a sad time, at least one, probably many, probably so many. And let me just get the crap out of the way really quick here. You are definitely allowed to be sad. You're allowed to be sad. You don't tell somebody who broke their foot, hey, you're not allowed to be in pain. You know why? Because you could have cut that foot off. That's stupid. You don't do that to people. It's the same thing with mental health, because here's the thing about pain and sadness, right? It's always bad regardless of how bad it is. You don't need to reach a certain threshold of suffering in order for it to be legitimate. It's always bad. It's like, it's a universally bad thing. It's bad by nature. I do this sometimes. I look at my life, you know, like you're pretty healthy, you got stuff going on, stuff going for you. You don't deserve to be this sad, so stop that. And it really quickly devolves into me being very mean to myself, and in that process I stop giving myself what I need, I start neglecting my problems, and they get worse. Don't do that. Please don't neglect your problems, because they're your problems, and they are there, and they're real, and they're happening. You sent me an email about it. Like an email. I have also very much been in a position where my friends have either not been equipped to help me, or they didn't want to help me, or they didn't want to deal with me. I've definitely been there as well. It can be frustrating to feel like you don't have the support network that so many people like me on the internet say, hey, build a support network. It can be really frustrating when you don't have that. It's important to remember that nobody can make you feel better. Nobody can do that. People are not medicine. Even if people are doing their best and they're helping out in amazing ways, they're not going to make you feel better. They're going to help ease the pain. They're going to hold your hand through the process, but nobody can do that. Nobody can make you feel better. Please don't do that. Don't do that, because I did that for years. I tried to look for my cure in other people, whether that be romantically or platonically or whatever. People aren't medicine. Please don't do that. Please don't waste years like I did. Here's where the video gets hopeful. Right, let's get to the good part. These bad feelings, these bad times, they are temporary, regardless of whether or not you're clinically depressed or just a sad person for now. What I like to do when things seem really big and out of control is to simplify and focus on what I can control. Did I shower today? Is my room clean? Am I eating properly? Is there something that I can work on right now? This doesn't work for everyone, but I feel really good when I'm being productive and when I'm working on something. So I don't know if that'll help you or not, but it's worth giving it a try. I think reading this message, the vibe that I get is that you do not really feel like you deserve to be sad, and that's really silly. You do. I mean, that's a weird thing to deserve, but you do. You have a right to your feelings. You're experiencing them, you're living them, and it's totally okay that you're living them. You're not somehow doing it wrong because you're going through a hard time. If anything, you're doing it right because it's a very human thing to struggle. And something that I really like to try to do is make my emotions mean something, even the bad ones, especially the bad ones, actually. The thing about hard times and struggling is that if you come out of them, you will be stronger because you'll have an experience under your belt that you lived through, that you survived through, and you hopefully will have learned from. And the first step there is to feel what you need to feel in the way that you need to feel it. So do that. That's all I gotta say about that. This is a video in which I'm talking to myself a lot because I know I'm gonna have a sad time soon. That's how life works. It's not always great. It doesn't always go well. If you guys have any thoughts you'd like to leave in the comments, I would love to read them, as always. Did you miss this basement? I'm at home right now, so that's why I'm down here. It's very poorly lit because it's a basement and I don't have any external lighting, so don't hate me on that. I love you a lot. I'm gonna get off here and I will see you back home in LA on Friday. The only lighting I have is from the iPad screen. So bad. Remember when I filmed in a basement at all times and I had to have like studio lighting down here in order to make that work? Man, we graduated